Hi, my name is Sasha. Welcome back to my channel. So it is May 8th and it is the morning. I have officially reached 75% of the way through Afterlife by Julia Alvarez, and I'm really pleased with it. It's going to be a 5-star, I can tell. If you can hear my mom vacuuming in the background, it's fine. Everybody needs to vacuum. I don't know why she needs to do it right now, but that's just how it is. Maybe she doesn't understand why I'm vlogging right now. That's also valid. So I'm really enjoying it. Afterlife, not the vacuuming. And it's really kind of melancholy and but also hopeful at the same time. And there's like 3 themes. There's like the theme of grief, there's the theme of leaning on people in hard times, and the theme of sisterhood. And it's very beautiful, and the writing's beautiful. Although I should mention this, I didn't mention it in my last vlog, this book does not have quotation marks for dialogue. I know that's a put off for a lot of people. It isn't for me. I actually kind of enjoy it. Trying to decipher who's talking when, or if it's kind of stream of consciousness, which I enjoy. But yeah. As for physical book, I think I'm gonna DM my pen pal, because we were gonna do a buddy read of Anne of Green Gables, and I would like to start that soon or now. So I'm gonna DM her, and if she doesn't answer me, you know, she's probably busy. She might be sleeping still, because she lives in California and I'm in Florida, so yeah, it's like 10:30 now. It might be like 7:30 there. Yeah, maybe I should wait. I'll probably pick up Pachinko by Minjin Lee. Let me see if I can see it. I don't know where I put it, but I'm probably gonna pick up either that or Jane Eyre. Because I'd like to get Jane Eyre out of the way. Maybe I'll enjoy it, but I've read it before and it was kind of slow, so we'll see. But I'll update you if anything spontaneously good happens. Good morning, it is May 9th. I know I didn't update you at all yesterday besides that one time, but I managed to finish a book, and it was Afterlife by Julia Alvarez, and it was so beautiful. It's about grief and sisterhood and leaning on each other in hard times and whatever the right thing is to do, whether you should do it or not. And it was just so gorgeous, and I'm really glad I read it. I give it 5 stars. I think that everybody should read it. It's literary fiction though, which I know a lot of people don't like, but I really appreciated it, and I think I can say that I like literary fiction now. So yeah, 2020 is definitely the year of me discovering books that I didn't know that I liked, or genres that I didn't know that I liked. I started Pachinko, and it is really good so far. It's kind of rambling. I'm not that far in. I'm only on page 22 or 23. And I like the multi-generational aspect of it. Kind of like a historical account of this one family. But yeah, I don't know where it's going. Not that it needs to go anywhere in particular for me to enjoy it. I do kind of like slow, rambling stories sometimes. And I also started Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman, and I'm only on the 2nd page, so I can't really say how I feel about it yet. But I haven't listened to any more of Daisy Jones and the Six, although I listened to like 4 minutes yesterday, and the Daisy's addiction is really sad. Addiction is sad in general, but Daisy seems like such a talented, bright individual, and I really don't like watching her go down such a dark path. And I'll be really sad if anything happens to her. I know that this is like from the future looking back, so she's obviously like alive. But like, I just want her to be happy. I love Daisy, and yeah, and I kind of see a relationship between Billy and Daisy coming, and I'm really not going to be happy about it because that's just more cheating. And I really like Camilla. I really like her, and I think that Billy doesn't deserve her. Like, she's given up so much for him, and so yeah, I just don't want that to happen, but I know it's going to. Why? Why? Yeah. So I'll update you later. I doubt that I will get that much reading done. I usually don't get that much reading done on the weekends because my mom is home and we watch TV together, and so whatever. We'll see what happens. Good morning. It is May 10th. It's like noon, and you know it's funny because we have good morning and good afternoon. What do we say when it's noon? Good noon? I don't know. It sounds like good morrow. It sounds weird. I just took a shower. That's why my hair is wet. It looks flat and terrible, but whatever. I'm not here to be beautiful. I'm here to talk about books. So I'm like this far. Can you see that? This far into Pachinko, and it's really good. The writing style is kind of strange to me. It's kind of, I don't know, detached. Maybe I'll get to know the characters better as I go on, but I feel like a little detached, and it's kind of putting me off. But I am not that far in, so. I read more of Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, and her life is so sad. Like, I realize that there's underlying issues, and because I'm reading this for a mental health-a-thon, so obviously she has underlying mental health issues, but it's just so bleak. I use the word bleak a lot, but like sad. It's really sad, and I feel bad for her. Like, the people in her office like are so mean to her, and I hate people like that. And I know that one of them becomes her friend, but like, how can you be? I don't like that, the way people treat other people who are different, and this seems like that case. She's not particularly nice to anybody, but that's not a good reason to be mean to someone in your office. Anyway, that's my rant. I'm also halfway through the audiobook of Daisy Jones and the Six, and I'm starting to like Billy more. He's more interesting when he's around Daisy, so Daisy automatically makes me like him more. But he's just so... It's not that Taylor Jenkins Reid wrote him badly, it's just that he's not the kind of character that I'm interested in. Like, Damaged Men is so boring. It's been done so many times, and like, if it was just about like the fact that he's a drug addict and exploring drug addiction, they're already doing that with Daisy. Like, they're showing her going through drug addiction, but so there's that. And then the fact that he cheated on his wife means I hate him, because I love Camilla. She's amazing. Like, she does so much for him, and he just writes songs for her. Like, I would never marry a man like that. And then there's the fact that he's so, like, he knows he's talented, and he just bosses everybody around. Like, I don't like Eddie, but I can see where he's coming from, and the way that he's angry about the way that the rest of the band is treated. Like, they've gotten to the part where Daisy was like, I want to write songs for the album for Aurora, and the rest of the band is like, well, I want to do this and I want to do this. I wanted to have a bigger part in how we play the album. And Billy's like, fine. And so now he has to let them do their own thing and like explore their own talent. And I just feel like I don't like him. This whole thing has just been me saying I don't like him, and I can see where the story is going with him and Daisy, and I really don't know how to feel about it. Like, I don't know if I want them to get together or not, and I just, yeah, I don't know how to feel about it. I haven't made any more progress in Something's Killing the Children, but I plan on finishing it today. I also plan on finishing Daisy Jones and the Six today because my audiobook is expiring in like 2 days, and I've had 10 days to listen to this audiobook, and it's already going back to the library. So, yeah, I need to finish it. That's my reading update. It's rainy today, so I don't know if I'll be able to go outside and read. So I'll probably just stay in and listen to the audiobook. I will update you. I know I've been really bad on updating. I only update like once a day, but I don't know. Nothing usually giant happens. Like, I'm not reading many books where like wow, something happened that I have to tell you about. So I hope this is still a good vlog. But yeah, I will update you if something amazing happens. Hello, it is the afternoon, and I have just finished Something is Killing the Children, Volume 1 by James Tynion the fourth, and then some other people. The problem with comic bind-ups, and sometimes graphic novels, is that there's so many, like, people who make them that it's hard to get all their names, and like there's like 4 people and you're like trying to remember like 4 people's names. It's better to just like not say them at all, kind of, and just like the person who wants to find that comic bind up, find it. Anyway, it was really good. It's gory and dark and like kind of fantasy. It's about, I think I've already described what it's about, but it's just, I think the topic of dead children is like super taboo, and kind of gross, but this comic series does it really well, and then it just kind of ignores the taboo and charges right ahead and makes a really good story out of it. And I'm really enjoying it. I know there's individual comics, and I kind of want to know what happens next, so I'm kind of tempted to just go ahead and read the individual comics that come after this, because this bind-up is the first 5 comics, and yeah, I kind of just want to read the next comics in the series, but we'll see. I'm really thankful that NetGalley gave me this arc, because I've been anticipating it for so long. So yeah, I've been listening to more Daisy Jones and the Six, and it's getting more into Daisy's addiction, and I'm at the part where Billy just wrote a song for her, or he says he didn't write it for her. I think he's in denial. Daisy's just so interesting. I think she's like fascinating, and like they say she's so talented all the time, but I just want to know the one caveat is how is she talented? Like, is it her voice? Is it her stage presence? Like, they describe it, but we don't get a demonstration of it, really. Like, at least with Billy and how talented he is, he made like 2 albums and wrote like hit songs, but with Daisy we don't really get that, and that kind of frustrates me. But I really love Daisy, and I love Simone. I think Simone is like the epitome of like a good friend. She's like trying to fight for Daisy, but Daisy is just falling into this dark place over and over again, the way it is with addicts. I have addicts in my family, and it's hard to keep going, trying to take them back out of that dark place. And I think that the way that this story talks about drug addiction, I think it's one of the big themes is drug addiction, and I think it's really beautiful the way it talks about drug addiction and trying to stay sober and chaos, the way that you just crave the chaos and the numbness of addiction. It's just really well done. So I'm still only, how much do I have left? Let me check. I think I have about 4 hours left of the audiobook. Yeah, 4 hours. I'd like to say that I would get it done today. I think I said that in the earlier clip, but I really don't think I will. How much more do I have left of this audiobook? I mean, how much longer do I have with it? It's due in 2 days. Yeah, I'm gonna try to listen to like 2 hours today, but I really doubt that's gonna happen. I'm just really bad with audiobooks. I get into an audiobook and then it's so easy for me to put down. I'm just like, pause, and then I go do something else. Because it always has to do with my phone, and I don't use my phone for anything besides playing games. Like, I don't have that many friends to like call and text, so I'm just usually using it to play apps, and so it's difficult for me to just sit down and listen to an audiobook. So I'll try, but who knows? Who knows what'll happen. Happy Mother's Day, by the way, to all the mothers out there, especially the bookish moms. You're doing the best you can, and you're teaching your kids how to read and trying to incite a love for reading in them. That's beautiful. Happy Mother's Day. Good morning. It is May 11th, and I am very tired. I am so tired. I think the quarantine blues are just affecting me like really hard. Like, I'm crying all the time. I'm irritable. I'm tired, so tired. And it's hard to push through and read when you feel like this, but I'm trying. So, Florida, at least my counties, have gone into phase 1 of reopening. And so I think the libraries are reopening, so I'm going to have to return all my library books, which is not what I want to do. I want to keep them a little longer, because I haven't read all of them. But I should focus on what I have on my TBR right now, which is Daisy Jones and the Six. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Daisy Jones and the Six, Pachinko, and Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine. So for Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine, I'm in like 5% in. I usually read it when I'm like in between something. I just flip through it on my phone. Pachinko, I'm about 50 pages in, and I'm really sad already. Like, I feel like this is gonna be a really sad read, because one of the things that always gets me is when a character's like innocence gets destroyed and like their trust is betrayed, and it's so sad. I know I talked about feeling detached, but now I'm like really invested. So it can, your feelings can change within like 20 pages in a book. So you got to keep that in mind. As for Daisy Jones and the Six, it is so wild. I use the term wild ride for a lot of books, but Daisy Jones and the Six is truly a wild ride. Like, there's so many emotions happening. Like, I hate some characters. I love some characters. I feel sad for some characters. I feel happy for some characters. And just, there's so much going on because they're musicians. And, like, it's such a fast and hard lifestyle. And Daisy is so nuanced. Like, she is so much. Like, she is such a big personality with so many feelings, and I just love her. I love Daisy Jones, and I love Karen, and Graham. I love Graham. Graham is so good. He's too good for Billy. And I see, there's a thing. I can dislike a character, but still appreciate that character, and that's how I feel about Billy Dunn. I appreciate him as a character, but I don't like him because he kind of sucks in general. Like, but I appreciate who he is and what he represents and his relationships. I appreciate him, and I appreciate the artistic the artistic effort that went into creating his character by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So, I am my loan for Daisy Jones and the Six audiobook expires today, so I have to finish it today, and I guess I'll update you when I finish it, because I probably won't be reading anything else, because I need to finish this before it goes back to Libby or whatever. So I guess I will see you then. Well, I finished Daisy Jones and the Six, and now I don't know what to do with my life. For the last 2 hours, I couldn't stop listening. My phone is like hot now, like because it's been on for so long. What do I even say about this book? It was such a roller coaster of emotions, and I don't know, its comments about love were really, I feel like it changed my perspective. I feel like the kind of love that Camilla and Billy had is really rare, and you come across that like maybe once in a lifetime, and you only have like one chance to have that kind of love, and some people don't even get that one chance, but they really took it and ran with it, and it was beautiful, and Camilla was beautiful. I loved Camilla so much. The twist at the end really got me. The two twists, because there's like three. There's a couple twists at the end, but this book was so good. Like, I had so many mixed emotions while I was listening to it, but it was really, really excellent. And I think I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I'm glad I ended up liking it because I put it on my 5-star predictions. So it's good that I liked it. Yeah, I just don't know what to say. It was amazing. But probably everybody already knows that because they've already read it. Yeah, I haven't read anything else today. I just am gonna sit and stew in the feelings that Daisy Jones and the Six gave me, and then maybe I'll pick up what the fuck is it called? I keep trying to say Gail Honeyman is completely fine. It's Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine. We'll probably pick that up, and I don't know. This will probably be my last update of the day because I'm so tired. The quarantine blues are really getting to me. Like, good morning. It is May 12th, I think. Keeping track of days is pretty hard, but I haven't read anything since Daisy Jones and the Six, except a little bit of Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine. I got it right that time. But I think I'm gonna read Nailbiter Volume 1, that's upside down, as a little break, so I don't get into a reading slump. I really don't want to be in a reading slump. So I'm going to try and read a graphic novel, and we'll see what goes on. I'm filming a video today, so I'll be in makeup. Maybe you'll see me in makeup for once instead of this acne everywhere. I will update you later. Goodbye. Hello again. It is now the afternoon, and I finished Nailbiter Volume 1 by James Tinney. No, that's Something is Killing the Children. Joshua Williamson. Fuck, I hate doing this. Mike Henderson, Adam Kozowski, John J. Hill, and Rob Levin. 5 people, wow. You know, I don't usually think about how much goes into making a graphic novel or a comic book series, but yeah, it's a lot. Wow. I really loved this. It was so good. I gave it 5 stars. I'm so thankful for Amy from All the Lovely Books for gifting this to me. That was a burp. It was so interesting, and there's so many twists and turns, and it has such a good story. It's really gory though, so if you don't like gore, I would not recommend this. And it's kind of a horror story. So yeah, if you don't like horror, don't read this. What else? I listened to Pride and Prejudice while I made chicken and tea, and at the moment I'm like 75% of the way through, and I've been listening to it since last summer, so a long ass time. And I read some more of Pachinko. I don't know where that is. It's somewhere. But I also started another graphic novel. I feel like graphic novels are going to make me want to read more because I have been kind of slumpy. I really don't want to be slumpy. I hate being slumpy because there's so many good books to read. And so I'm going to try to read more of Pachinko because it's so large, and also try to read some more of Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. And this is probably the last time I'll update you today, unless something amazing happens. Nothing amazing really ever happens. It's quarantine. This whole vlog is going to be me harping about quarantine because I'm so boring. Yeah, so goodbye. Good afternoon. It is May 13th, I think, and I'm 100 pages into Pachinko by Min-Jin Lee, and it's kind of a meandering story. It's not really gone anywhere except with Sunja and Isak. I feel like that's how you pronounce his name, because I can read Hangul, and the way that it's spelled in the book makes me think it's pronounced Isak. It's good, but not a lot is happening. Like, they just got to Osaka, and I feel like the story's gonna pick up soon, but I'm almost tempted to pick up another book, like another physical book, in the meantime, just so that if it doesn't go anywhere, then I can, like, read something else and finish something else. I think I only finished 1 book this vlog, which is okay. I also started Robin Ha's Almost American Girl. This is about a Korean girl who, her mother and her moved to Alabama, and her mother gets married, and so she's stuck in America, and she doesn't know the language or the culture, so it's hard for her, and it's a graphic memoir. The art is really cute. I really like it. And then I'm 16% of the way through Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, and I don't know how I'm liking it. Eleanor is really, she puts me off, but I guess she's supposed to, because she's socially inept. Like, she's really rude to other people, and I don't like that. I don't think, and also, I feel like where this story is going is going to trigger my PTSD, and I don't want that to happen. So if it does, I feel like I should start another ebook just so that I don't have to read that. But like, it's a good story. It's just that the way that, like, I can predict where this is going. I think her mother killed her daughter and hurt Eleanor, and that's why she has these terrible social skills. And there's nothing wrong with having terrible social skills, or like having not being socially like learned, or like being good socially. Like, I'm not good at being social. I have always been called weird since I was in school. But when you're just like rude to other people because they don't understand you, it puts me off. Like, I don't like it. I know that this story is supposed to be really hopeful and funny, but the parts that are supposed to be funny just don't strike me as funny. I don't enjoy them. I don't know. I'm still going to keep reading and see how it goes. But yeah, that's my update. Good morning. It is May 14th, and the saga continues with me not knowing what day it is. So, I haven't finished anything, but I did start something new. I started The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin, and I am enjoying it so much so far. Like, the character, I don't know what his name is, but he has such a strong voice, and I think he's homeless, and I've read like 5 pages so far, but it's due on my Libby app in like 6 days, so I gotta speed through it, and hopefully I will. I realized what my problem is with Pachinko. It's not that it's slow, it's that it talks about women's virtue so much. And I know it's historical fiction, but just the talking about women's virtue and how it's their most important thing and it's more important than money, it's just like, eh. It puts me off so much. But I am holding out hope for this book because Angela from Literature Science Alliance, I think she gave it 5 stars, and I trust her opinion so much. Like, I trusted her opinion on The City We Became, and now I'm reading it and loving it. So I'm thinking that I will enjoy Pachinko, and I'm gonna keep on reading it. I'm like 150 pages in it so far, and they're in Osaka right now, and it's good. It is good. It's very well written, especially. Like, I can put aside my feelings about the talk about women and the way women are treated, and just acknowledge how well written it is. It's very beautiful, and I'm thinking that it'll pick up soon. And you know, Daisy Jones, I had a little bit of trouble getting into Daisy Jones in the 6th, and I gave that book 5 stars. So this could potentially still be a 5 stars. We never know. I haven't picked up any more of Eleanor Oliphant. It's completely fine. I just don't know what it is about that book that puts me off. But I am interested to find out the secret, if I'm right about the secret that Eleanor kind of seems to have forgotten or blocked out, which I've read is not actually like a thing. Like, you don't actually block out bad memories or like trauma memories, you just pretend to. But I don't know, I'm not a psychologist. And then I think that's all that I'm reading. Let me take a second to think about it. Well, I'm listening to the Pride and Prejudice audiobook, and it's so good. Like, I'm reading it so slowly, but it feels like that's the right thing to do for me because of how much I love it, and I feel like it's gonna pay off, and like it's gonna be one of my favorite books of all time. And I love Darcy and Lizzie, and I love all the characters. Like, they're all so different, and well-rounded and just so good. And I'm still reading that graphic novel, Almost American Girl. I don't know why it's taking me so long. It's a graphic novel, but it's pretty thick. I think that's all I'm reading. Something exciting. I might potentially graduate this summer with my AA. I will be so happy. I have financial aid, so I can complete all my summer classes. The thing about summer classes, though, is that they are really short, and that scares me. But I can do it. I know I can do it, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna graduate.